Hello everyone, hope you're having a great day. Today we are going to continue with Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze. Now I know I'm at a place where I already did, but for some reason this game didn't save and it wanted me to start from the very beginning. So I had to go back and get too close to where I was. So this is where we're going to go. We're going to look in the museum. Let's see what I can find in the museum besides the crime scene. The stuff on display here is really old. There's a spear that's over 2,000 years old, or at least what's left of a spear. There's also a canoe that may be even older than that. This stuff is pretty interesting. I wonder how many others would think the same thing. I'm just going to check the guest book of the museum. I'm investigating. I can do that. As I suspected, everybody likes this museum. There have been plenty of visitors as of late. Where shall I go? Let's look in the area. Let's take a look at the outside of the museum. From out here it looks like the thief could have gone in multiple directions. The broken wall edges on an alleyway. Even though they took out a wall, they could have easily gotten away unseen. Last night nobody was around, so the thief probably got away just fine. There's not much else to see out here. Afterwards, I was making my way through town when suddenly... Kaboom! What was that? Mister, you have to help. Get help. It's horrible. A little girl approached me. She had a weird way of talking, and an even weirder intonation in her voice. She was probably in shock. It's okay, little girl. I can help you. What's your name? Tomoe. Tomoe, I guess. There's something wrong with that girl. She was neither injured nor shocked. I'm Hank, and I'm a detective. Did you see what happened? Someone set off a bomb further down the street. Did you get a good look at whoever did it? No. Why not? Because I didn't have a mirror on me when I did it. That kid was clearly not who she seemed to be. Explain yourself, Tomoe. Enough with the games, detective. I'm glad I found you, and I'm glad I've caught your attention. You know about the Golden Sneeze. It's mine, and I want it back. You may have already noticed, but I'm not going to help you with that, little girl. Then I'm afraid we aren't going to be friends now, are we? Goodbye, detective. I'm sure we will meet again soon. The girl ran away, and I gave chase. I saw her run into an alleyway and dive into a small hole. Unfortunately, I didn't fit through it. I called it in, but by that time she was already long gone. It was careless of her to give me a name, even though it might be fake. I now have something to identify her by. I'll get you next time, Tomoe. Where shall I go? Let's visit the usual suspect. Some detectives have lists of criminals and crime suspects, making their work easier. Well, it makes my work easier when I can quickly find some suspects. Hank, what a coincidence finding you in my restaurant. But Sapphira, on the contrary, makes my job all the more difficult. So, is that a warrant in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I'm happy. Hi, Sapphira. How nice to see you again. I'm so glad you had the time to come take a look at my new restaurant. Isn't it beautiful? Sapphira is the daughter of the Capone Bob boss. Not that it's saying much. The mafia mostly dabbles in money laundering nowadays, and a restaurant is a perfect front for that. Yes, Sapphira, must have cost you quite a pretty penny. Sure did, but I've been a good girl. I saved up to afford it. I'm sure you've been a good girl, and you definitely didn't pickpocket an entire restaurant while nobody was looking. Oh, Detective Hank, did you come here just to tell funny jokes? No, madam, I'm just on an investigation. Aw, can't even spare a little bit of entertainment for little old me? No, this is just an investigation, period. Excuse me. Are you making fun of my gender? How could I have? Period. Yes, I was making fun of you. You wanted a joke, Sapphira, and you got it. I said funny jokes, and I'm not laughing. Boys. Boys! Take this clown outside, please. Where shall I go? I guess we'll end the day. The day is nearing its end as I head home. Along the way, I receive a call from the office. Captain Stevens. Hank, what's the status of the Golden Sneeze case? Well, first of all, there's the crime scene. One of the outer walls is missing. It's very likely a thief entered through there. We found a torn out black piece of cloth. And then I met that girl. This is no time to talk about your private life, Detective. Hear me out, Captain. She blew up part of a street. When I got a hold of her, she asked me to give her the Golden Sneeze. I've got more than a hunch that she's connected to the case. Well done, Detective. This will help the investigation immensely. Got a lot of people on this case, and I want you to make sure the security at the museum is up to snuff. Tomorrow you will help Mr. Abram assure that not so much as a guppy could sneak up in there. You understand? Understood, Captain. I don't like it, but I seem to be the best security expert at the Bureau, so now I'm stuck patching up the museum. Oh well, I don't mind looking at all the stuff they got. I'll make sure to inspect all the display cases very carefully. Just a second, I need a drink here. I got home before Mary does. The place is dark, so I stumble to find the light switch. Sometimes it's nice to have the house to yourself. I spoke too soon. Hey, hon, I'm home. I brought your in-laws with me. Great to see you back, sweetie. Let me say hi to your parents. Peter, how's life? How's the business? Same as always, Hank. Making a lot of steam. No pun intended, of course. Let's just say that we can handle the pressure. Paul, it's so nice to see you. So, tea and cookies, everyone? As always, it gets late quickly when Mary's parents are over. In my life, I never once understood the jokes about terrible in-laws. I've always seemed to get along with mine perfectly well. Granted, I don't have a mother-in-law, but Mary's parents didn't give me the evil eye when I went to pick her up on our first date either. Plus, I love to hear their stories from the robot factory when they're over for tea. It's always a good time. Except maybe that one time when they conspired to steal my cookies. But that was last week, and I got them back in the end. Water under the bridge and all that. Honey, I'm going to show the new doorbell mechanism to Peter. We'll be right back. Being left alone with my father-in-law is still just as awkward, though. So, I read in the news that you got some work to do with the Golden Sneeze case, don't you, Hank? Snap, now he started interrogating me. I hate it when my in-laws want to know about my work. Come on, Hank. Reverse psychology. You know this. How do you know about that, Paul? Well, I just told you. I read it on the news. Double snap. Why can't I be more professional at home? Fine. Paul, let's see who's interrogating who this evening. I must choose my replies carefully if I want to hold my ground. Yes, about that news. A lot happens in the city. Today the Golden Sneeze was stolen. Tomorrow it'll be something else. That Golden Sneeze is really something, isn't it? I wonder how much it's worth. Not good. He's not switching topics. Why can't I leave my work at work? Have you seen the museum, by the way? Yeah, of course I've seen the museum. I am investigating it at the moment. I find it exciting. A mystery surrounding the museum. I'm glad you're the one investigating it. Why can't I have a nice cup of tea when I'm in my own home? By the way, are there any suspects in the case yet? You aren't going to let it go, are you, Paul? Basically, anyone who's been at the museum recently is a suspect right now. I'm glad you're so thorough in your work, Hank. You know, when I was your age. Ah, no. Paul to go on a lamenting spree. Okay, well, I'm going to stop right there, and we'll continue on from there. Okay? Have a great day, everyone. Bye.